Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Monday, October 3, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Los Angeles Rams vs San Francisco 49ers. The Rams defense took center stage in this one as they allowed a lot of yardage but tightened up in the red zone. Despite gaining 365 total yards on the day, the Cardinals had to settle for 4 field goals. Aaron Donald had his best game thus far with a sack and 2 tackles for loss, and fellow All-Pro cornerback Jalen Ramsey had a tackle for loss and 2 passes defensed. Offensively, the Rams got a solid performance out of disgruntled running back Cam Akers. Akers was the featured back for the first time this season and had 61 yards on 12 carries, including a touchdown. The Rams offense ran almost half as many plays as the Cardinals with 46 plays to the Cardinals' 81 plays. The Rams have struggled against the Niners in recent years, going just 2-6 in their last 8 meetings, including the win in the NFC Championship game. Through 3 games, here are the rankings for the Rams in some of the major categories on both sides of the ball. Offensively, the Rams are 15th in scoring offense and 25th in total offense. LA ranks just 30th in rushing offense and 17th in passing offense thus far. On the defensive side of the ball, the Rams are 20th in scoring defense and 17th in total defense. Against the run, the Rams are 10th but just 23rd against the pass. Garoppolo finished the night 18 of 29 for just 211 yards and a touchdown and an interception. Wide receiver Deebo Samuel led the Niners with 5 catches for 73 yards, but was held to just 6 yards on 5 carries on the ground. The 49ers outgained the Broncos 267-261 yards on the night and held the Broncos to just 6 of 19 on third downs and a paltry 3.7 yards per play. The 49ers were done in by 3 turnovers on the night with 2 fumbles and the interception, while being unable to generate any turnovers from the Broncos. SF did have 4 sacks on the night and 7 tackles for loss. The Niners will look to extend their recent dominance over the Rams on Monday night as they hope the rust has worn off of Garoppolo by Monday night. Through 3 games, the 49ers have been a better defensive team than offensive team thus far. The 49ers are 28th in scoring offense and 24th in total offense through 3 games. On the ground, SF is ranked 6th, while the team is just 29th through the air. Defensively, SF is 3rd in scoring defense and 2nd in total defense. The 49ers are 4th against the run and number 1 against the pass this season. They are just 21st in turnover differential. The 49ers and their mad genius coach Kyle Shanahan have now had 2 weeks to shape the team's game plan back towards an offense featuring Garoppolo at QB. I expect the Niners to feature Samuel more this week against the Rams, primarily on screens. In the playoff game against the Rams last season, Samuel ran for 45 yards and caught 6 passes for 95 yards. In addition, this will be All-Pro George Kittle's 2nd game back as well. Kittle had just 4 catches for 28 yards against the Broncos, but should be healthier and featured more prominently in this matchup. The Rams' offense has struggled this season compared with years past and now face a 49ers team that has a top 5 defense and one of the league's best pass rushes, even without Armstead. Expect the 49ers to sell out on the Rams' pass as Los Angeles has struggled to establish the run thus far this season. A heavy dose of Wilson and Samuel on the ground and Kittle over the middle will lead to a 49ers win yet again over the Rams. Lay the points, -1.5, and take the 49ers. The Rams followed up their season-opening loss to Buffalo by winning their last 2 games. They will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the 49ers, which will give them their 3rd win in a row and 2nd straight win over their rivals. Los Angeles is averaging 20.3 points per game. They are throwing for 234 yards and rushing for 72.3 yards per game. Matthew Stafford completed 72% of his passes for 249 yards in the win over the Cardinals. Cam Akers had 12 carries for 61 yards, while Ben Skowronek had 4 catches for 66 yards. The 49ers followed up their win over Seattle with a loss to the Broncos in their last game. They will try to bounce back from the loss with a win over the Rams, which will give them their second win in 4 games and a share of the division lead. San Francisco is averaging 15.7 points per game. They are throwing for 172.7 yards and rushing for 151 yards per game. Jimmy Garoppolo completed 62% of his passes for 211 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception in the loss to Denver. Jeff Wilson Jr. had 12 carries for 75 yards, while Deebo Samuel had 5 catches for 73 yards. The Rams are averaging 20.3 points per game, and they scored 20 points in their only road game. They averaged 18 points per game in their last 3 games against the 49ers. They won't be able to run the ball efficiently against the 49ers, and their passing game isn't in sync, so expect them to be held under their average by a defense that is giving up 12.3 points per game. The 49ers are averaging 15.7 points per game, and they scored 27 points in their only home game. They averaged 25 points per game in their last 3 games against the Rams. Even though they will be able to throw the ball against the Rams, they won't score enough runs to push the score over the total against a defense that is giving up 23.3 points per game, so go with the under here. The 49ers and Rams played under the total in 4 of their last 5 meetings. Our total pick is under 42.5 points.